I believe in food integrity, and what I mean by food integrity is knowing more than what you just made. In other words, knowing how it was made 100 years ago, knowing how it was made 20 years ago, knowing that because you threw these ingredients together and you call it that, to me, provides integrity, because then you're putting a twist on an old recipe versus making up a recipe. And so for me, that's food integrity. That's understanding the history of that recipe, the history of that food, or even the history of that country and that cuisine.
This episode of Beyond the Gallery is made possible by Colorado Creative Industries, the Betcher Foundation, and the National Endowment for the Arts.
My name is Chad Scothorn. I'm from Telluride, Colorado. I've been here for 18 years. And what I create is seasonal, creative, contemporary food that I feel has value and provides a little drama and entertainment for my guests. I got started in the restaurant industry when I was 14 years old. I think as a child especially, good positive feedback from other people is contagious and addictive. I went to work at a restaurant and good job, pat on the back. You start to want more of that. I think that, especially when it comes to food preparation, as I got older, I was always striving for one more pat on the back. Those positive comments steered the direction of my career. You're always wanting that one more compliment and one more, wow, I haven't had one of those before. That sort of gets you going. You start to feed on it after a while, and then it becomes addictive. 80% of the time, I am a craftsman, and I believe that 20% or less of the time, I am an artist. While both are gratifying, that I'm going to be a more successful chef if I spend most of my time as a craftsman making things better, improving on what we're already doing, improving on something I've seen that's very successful somewhere else. The artist component of being a chef is maybe not as important to my business as it is important to myself and having fun. My goals looking forward in the area of being a chef and an artist and a craftsman is more about learning different techniques that involve less fat, more flavor, learning newer techniques that I don't know yet. I often say that while I may be getting old, my food is not getting old. That's important to me, and I think it'll be important to me till the day I die. I don't want my food to be considered old. That's always in my mind, and I believe that's why I spend a lot of time not just reading about what happened in the 1800s, but what's happening now. I hope that my guests walk away knowing also that they're eating healthier food and that we're getting healthier in what we're doing, and that they should feel good about coming back and that we're buying the best possible products. We're one of the few restaurants that I know of that always bakes their bread every day, always makes their ice creams every day. We make all of our stocks. We don't buy bouillon or bases. That's sometimes where the value is. It's not necessarily in the price, but it's in the value of knowing that we didn't take the shortcuts.
This episode of Beyond the Gallery is made possible by Colorado Creative Industries, the Betcher Foundation, and the National Endowment for the Arts.